This player went from this to this in less than 30 minutes. So in this video, I'm going to share with you the exact process I took him through to solve his wrist rollover problem so you can do it too, which will make you more consistent, add power to your game, and most importantly, make you insanely confident. Now, if you don't know who I am, I'm former MLB player Jermaine Curtis, and I help players hit with power and consistency so they can play to their full potential, stand out, get college scholarships, and secure pro contracts. Now, if we want to fix the dreaded rollover issue that's causing ground balls and start hitting line drives, there are 4 keys we need to focus on. And the first key I like to focus on is a firm wrist after contact. To give you an example, if you look at Mookie Betts right here, you notice that when he gets to contact, you'll see his top hand firm through the baseball. This helps to control the barrel and create a proper path to hit line drives and towering fly balls. Now, if you look at my student, immediately upon contact, he rolls his wrist. And in order to correct this, I focus on the top hand, which is the right hand if you're a right-handed hitter, and your left hand if you're a left-handed hitter, because the top hand controls the barrel and creates the path of the swing. And if we focus on the top hand being firm upon contact, we will not roll the wrist over. And as you can see, I do this by putting a tennis ball in my player's hand. I tell him to release the ball as if he's trying to hit it over the center fielder's head, or release it over the center fielder's head. This helps him understand what he needs to do, and you can see how he's going through the motion trying to understand it. This will keep our swing compact, our hand firm upon contact, and our path to the middle of the field, and keep us inside the baseball. Now, if his hand does roll over, the ball will fly out similar to a ground ball or a rollover, giving him instant feedback. Now, as you can see in his first attempt, he just throws the baseball like he was turning a double play, which was pretty funny at the time. So we all kind of chuckled. Now, after this, I gave him an example. I told him to keep his chest over the plate, stay tight to his body, and release slightly upwards, giving himself a pat on the back over the shoulder with his top hand. This keeps the path in the middle of the field rather than around the baseball. Now, as you can see in the second attempt, he does the same exact thing that he did in the first attempt, which is just throw it like he's turning a double play from second base. Now, after this, I tell him to think about the ball as a train, and the line that you see right here is the train tracks, and the goal is to keep the train on the train tracks, which helps him remember not to roll his wrist over and come around the baseball. But more importantly, if he does it correctly, he'll have a firm wrist. This is his first time doing this, so it's normal to struggle at first, but what's great about this kid is that he doesn't let it affect him. He continues to work, and as he continues, you can see he gets better and better. Now, the next key we focus on is having the bottom hand logo viewable at chest level. And if we look at Mookie Betts, you will see that his bottom hand, which is his left hand, continues through the baseball so well that you will see his bottom hand logo until he passes his chest. This is crucial because maintaining the bottom hand's position through the swing ensures a proper bat path, which helps generate more consistent and powerful contact with the ball. Now, if we look at my student, you'll see that you can't see his logo on the bottom hand at all after contact. So in order to correct this, I provide an external cue to help him get the proper extension and avoid rolling over the wrist. As you can see, I put a tee closer to him. I raise the tee about neck or head height. I put a tennis ball on top and use a tool that I really love because it gives you instant feedback by showing the exact path the ball will travel when released from the bat. So if you're hitting a lot of ground balls, you're rolling over, you're popping balls up, this tool will give you instant feedback on your swing so you can make quick changes and hit line drives and towering fly balls in game. This tool is really one of my favorite tools when I'm coaching. It doesn't matter the age. And if you continue watching this video, I'll share with you how you can get it for free at the end of this video. Now, wherever the ball's released when you're using this tool, the barrel will go. So this tool helps avoid rolling the wrist over after contact because it'll give you instant feedback, which is what we want. So I put the tool in his hand, specifically the bottom hand, because we want the bottom hand logo to be viewable above the chest so we can drive the baseball. Now, I know he doesn't have on batting gloves, but you still understand the path we want, and you can still understand what he needs to do. Now, at this point, I'm telling him to keep his elbow on the train track and release. In his first attempt with the tee and the ball close to the body, you'll see him compact and close to his body. More importantly, you'll see the ball releasing in the middle of the field and his bottom hand viewable above his chest, preventing his wrist from rolling over and helping him have a better path. Now, as you can see on the second attempt, he hit the ball off the tee, which pumped him up and his dad up, and his path, if you're looking at it, is starting to clear up, and you're just seeing an overall significant improvement. Now, the next key is to roll the wrist and hands after the bat past the chest. And if you look at Mookie Betts, you will see his wrist roll after the bat past his chest. This is crucial because delaying the wrist roll until the bat past the chest ensures a proper path and maximizes the power and accuracy of the swing, leading to more consistent and powerful hits. Now, what you will see with my student is that he's rolling his wrist over immediately after contact, which is messing up the path of the swing and creating a bad angle to which he will hit the baseball. And this is why he's hitting a lot of ground balls. Now, in order to correct this, you'll see that I now have him hold both hands on the tool and take a swing. We want the wrist and hands to roll over after the bat has passed the chest. This will extend our swing, prevent us from cutting it short, and allow us to hit line drives and fly balls. And as you can see, when he releases the ball from the tool, you'll see his swing path progressing and getting much better as well. Now, the last thing I like to focus on is giving himself a pat on the back over his shoulder. Now, if you look at Mookie Betts, you'll notice that when he is finishing his swing, he takes his top hand, his right hand, and gives himself a pat on the back over his shoulder. This forces him to finish high and continue with his path to the middle of the field. But more importantly, it combines all three keys. 1, firm wrist after contact. 2, bottom hand viewable above the chest. 3, hands rolling past the chest. And if we look at my student, you will see that he takes his top hand, his right hand, and takes it directly to his shoulder, which shortens his path and ability to hit line drives and make consistent hard contact. So to correct this, I place his back close to the net, but not too close where he can't complete his swing. And you'll notice that his heels are on the line, and when he swings, he's going to hit the net. What we're doing here is we're aiming to hit the net after the hands pass the chest. This forces him to have a firm wrist after contact. Otherwise, he'll hit the net in the wrong place and he'll be rolling over. This drill also enforces a compact swing because if he gets long or disconnected, he'll hit the net with the barrel. And I really like this to help a player prevent the wrist rollover issue. And if he does it correctly, you'll see a high finish, and he will roll his wrist after his hands pass his chest, giving himself a pat on the back over his shoulder. These are the 4 keys you need to prevent rolling the wrist. And if done correctly, he'll go from rolling over, hitting ground balls, and feeling like he's not a good hitter to confidently crushing line drives to the point where I say, get out of the cage. Get out of my cage. Out of my cage. Good boy. Now, if you want this system, I call it the wrist rollover execution plan. You'll get everything you see in the video to help you fix your wrist rollover issue. You'll get the step-by-step plan, the drills, the sets, the reps, and even this tool for free, plus a bunch of other bonuses to help you prevent your wrist rollover issue. Then go below and click the link that'll take you to a page where you can get this quickly. And if you hurry, you'll get at least 70% off. So make the decision to get the wrist rollover execution plan right here, right now. You'll either fix your wrist rollover issue and start making more consistent hard contact, or you'll get a full refund. Both of these options are risk-free. The only thing guaranteed not to help is doing nothing. And if at any point in 30 days you're not satisfied, just send us a message and you'll receive a full refund the same day. This is a limited time offer, and the 70% discount will not last forever. So if you want to take your game to that next level and fix this issue, go down and get the wrist rollover execution plan right now.